Oh, look at state of me. Good morning, folks. Bit of disaster last night. Obviously, I was discussing before about needing a new modem, mobile broadband, because I dropped mine. It was playing up. The battery was getting hot and everything. Well, it carried on working for a little bit, and then last night it fell off my thing again behind the chest of drawers, which I'm going to move. And it's been playing up again. The battery's just getting hot, it won't hold a charge, and of course I have no internet. Unfortunately my sat nav works on its own internet, so I was a bit panicking that I didn't have that, but I'm obviously just off the A1M anyway, so I should be able to find my way home anyway. But it means that I'm off grid, so I managed to bring it. I could literally get it on for about sort of 30 seconds to a minute, then it dies again. So during that time, all I could do is order a new battery. I can't afford the new modem, so I've ordered a new battery. That should be with me Tuesday or Wednesday. So, you know, it's leaving it a bit sort of late, and leaving me without internet. But I might be able to see if I can afford a new one anyway, in case that doesn't work. I mean, that for the sake of trying 20 quid, that's worth trying 20 quid. So yeah, so I'm supposed to be going home and uploading everything, getting everything sorted, but no, it looks like I'm going to be without internet, which is a bit of a bummer. So I say I will try and sort of get an Amazon and get something else to come within the day or something, you know. But right now we're just going to drive home, get home safe, start, you know, getting the washing done and everything. I've literally got no money for food and everything else until another 3 weeks time. If I'm going to get down to Lincoln, so it's all a bit sort of a touch and go and living on the edge of the at the moment. Anyway, first I've got to focus on is getting back. I'll get back home and then see what I can do. But what I'll do is when I get back, I'll try and get the internet back on and just notify everybody that I'm going to be off for a few days. I've got so many of these messages and everything on my phone to sort of and blogs to load up, and it is what it is. It's only like sort of 7:30 in the morning. The cats can't go outside here. Mischief seems to have that idea anyway. He seems to know that anyway. So we're going to get driving whilst it's still early, and so they can get out when we get back at the bungalow. So it's a bit of a long hard slog. We're 46 miles to go. I'm going to try and get that done in the next sort of couple of hours. But it's going to be right through traffic, right through rush hour. But it is what it is. At least I can go slowly then. What's the matter, Spirit? You be a good boy. Right, catch you later. So we are home, and the cats are tied to the post nearest the house, so we can actually get in the door. I'll be tidying the rest of it later. We've got food and bits of everything under shelter here, and it's a bit cooler here. In the lorry, I've moved the chest of drawers back to the back. I've taken the table down. I'm just doing some reorganising, making it a bit more clearer in the cat room, making it a bit more homely in the back room. I'm not going to have the table across the shop. I'm going to try and carry the gazebo with me, and the gazebo and table can go outside. It also doubles up as shade and cooking space, so we don't have to sort of, I've had no food, we haven't really sort of cook in the lorry at all, so I'm going to try and carry the table and the gazebo separately, so we can sort of cook outside and we've got some shade instead of sort of trying to sort of find a tree just in case. So lots of sort of unpacking, organising. It's getting a bit warm in there now, and we got back about 9 o'clock this morning. So whilst it's hopefully, if it's hot outside, I can do a bit of work inside the bungalow and start doing some removals in there and scrubbing it down. But it is Sunday, I'm just absolutely knackered. I've ordered the battery for the modem, but at the moment it's just plugged it into the kitchen and it's charging at the moment. So it's obviously just temperamental with the different temperature and the plug-in bits in the lorry, but a new battery will obviously help anyway. So yeah, I can't afford to say to buy either modem at the moment. I'm going to try and get some more food in. I've got enough cash hopefully to get fuel to get there and back at the moment. So I've got a little bit of spare cash then to top up my food, which would be nice because I'm starving. What can you see, darling? So these two are happy. You can see they're happy together. And oh, they want to birdies. Oh, there's a pigeon on top of the lamppost. That's what they're talking at. Spirit's talking as well. He's obviously learnt to hunt well as well. So yeah, I'm just sitting on the floor, on the rug, leaning against the wall of the house. We lie on the floor. I had no blanket, nothing more than just a blanket on the floor. And it's been, you know, that's what I've been doing all day. So just to sit out here and have the bungalow for them to go into rather than blocking the street and having a warm house. Then that's very warm lorry, should I say. Like I said, I'm just gonna sort of chill right now and try to sort of enjoy the bungalow and accept the space here. Got to be here till Wednesday. We drive down either Wednesday night or Thursday morning to Lincoln. It all depends when my battery comes, and how well we do here and how hot it is or wet it is or anything. It also means that I can, by moving that table down in the back of the lorry, I can put that window grill back in as well. That mischief escaped out of. Where you see the foil in the back very last window. Right, so right now we're just going to enjoy some time back here and get the cats used to seeing the bungalow door open and going in there as well. And we'll probably sleep back in the bungalow, the lorry tonight when it's cooler. Right, catch you later. You going up a tree? Oh, Cece, look at him going up the tree. Oh, just have to wait and see if he goes up there. Interesting spirit can climb the tree. And you gonna have a go? You going up? That tree's quite rotten and needs cutting down really. It'd actually help if that was cut down because they'd have more space to play and not get tangled around it. Don't know if I'm going to have to cut it down. Might be able to. Right, baby. Good babies. Yay! Morning. Right, so it's Monday. As you can see, the bungalow door's open. The cats have been getting used to going in the kitchen, which I've tidied a lot off. Still more to do, but it's a lot tidier. And the bathroom, haven't touched the lounge and the bedroom yet, though I did get the big long sideboard that was in Grace into the bedroom, but all the mess and everything's on the bed, so I've got to sort out those two rooms. But at least the cats can go in the cool in the kitchen and the bathroom at the moment. I went in there and they need the shade. As you can see, I've been sitting on caravan cushions outside in the morning when the sun's the shade from the bungalow is there. Then we move it around to the doors there. And the cats will come and sit under the bushes here. So it's now about 11:30, so it's their nap time. So you can see this lying in the shade now after playtime. I've been playing with them with the feather on the string and everything, fish and feather and everything. So then I go to sleep there. You can also notice they're both off lead, off tether. Both Chief and Spirit will be around the back and around the block, and Spirit hasn't, but Chief has. Which they're supposed to be in the bungalow, but they want to be with me, and they're happy to be with me. So that's lovely. And Spirit runs to the lorry when he's scared. So obviously by being off tether, he won't get tangled, and he can get straight in while I'm trying to get some work done on the lorry. So the lorry, excuse the mess, that's its work in progress. The table's been removed, so I've just got the boxes there with water in and some stock in. That has got to go above the luton. As you can see, my chest of drawers is back in here. That green blanket's got to go back over the bed. The spare mattress there. Everything was pulled out to try and get some, the bed was actually under the lorry up in Ingleton, trying to get some shade for the cats. Blue jay wings now on the wall, which I just found. All this has got to be tidied up and everything else. It's so hot in here, so I don't spend much time in here at all in the daytime. Well, I do at the moment because I've got all this to do. So now they're having their snooze again. I am now working on this bit up here. All this has got to come out and be tidied. This section over here will have all the boxes of stock with the wicker baskets on top. Obviously that's the cat pram. I've got to find out where to put that as well. This cat carrier, I was thinking I might carry the water bottles in there out the way, so I'll give them a bit of space to move out the way from on the floor in the lounge. and obviously all these ashes bits, they're not full up anymore, so I've got to bring all that down to one. We'll put those boxes in the bungalow and make some sort of memorial thing for that. This is all rubbish at the moment. Oh, here I've changed all this. This now doesn't have the section here, so there's space over the little tray to empty that, so pulling it out all the time. Moved these boxes and moved this over, so they have the full window that's open. This is all slides open, it's got all fully air here, so they can sit in front of the air coming through there. I need to get another bit of this to bung on there to make that bit tidier. Those books will go back in the other room later. This is more like a cat walkway, though I did have stock on it before. Obviously, ideally, this will be moved upwards later, so I can put a curtain pole. We need to make some sort of shelf so Spirit can get up to here, so he can't actually get up there. So I might have to put an extra little shelf there just for Spirit to jump up onto that, so we can get along up there and go up there. Obviously this is all not being insulated yet, all the carpet's got to come on everything later, but we're not doing anything like that with the lorry until MOT is passed, so we know it's a definite keeper or worth doing with. Right, so these are the green curtains. If I get the curtain pole to go across here, these green curtains will cover that mess there. So that'll tie in with all the green curtains everywhere else. So I've already got the curtains, but I've only got the one pole, so I need to raise another £25 to get the curtain pole across there. And obviously these have only got nets over at the moment, but again, both these will be raised up, so I can get a curtain pole across the top of there and have proper curtains over these side windows as well. I put the orange chair in here, so it makes it match a bit better, and then I can actually sit down in here, using that, so it's more comfortable to have my cushion there, so you can sit. Got access to the cat wheel. They've got a scratching post on the floor. It opens up a lot more, and I can then sit here and have a workstation here and all the plugs that electrics plugged into the jackery there, so I can actually just sit and watch TV or do my work or do my diary without having to sit at the desk. And it just makes it more, if I sit down here at the moment, excuse the mess, it makes it more of a little loungy area, and it opens up the space a lot more. It also means I can shut that door and this whole space is a lot wider. Obviously at the moment with the blues and the greens from the carpet and the old cushions, but it will change later when we've got the cladding on the wall or vinyl on the wall or whatever, and obviously the white and the orange flash shows how nice and bright it's going to be. But obviously we've got to get all this off the wall, and that's not going to be done yet because it's going to be a messy job and I've got no money for it. So we're just making this for the cats. The cats like climbing on the carpet anyway. So yeah, so I'm about to go up there at the moment, tidy that up. I'd love to have the dog cages back up there, but we're going to do storage and stock at the moment, so I can carry that with me, so you know it's accessible to the boot cells and whatever to get rid of, and just try to make it a bit more organised. That basket will move later. It's got all my personal washing bits at the moment. That will hopefully go under the bed if I can sort that drawer out and try and put all my personal bits in the drawer under the bed, which has got tools in it at the moment. So you see all this sort of mess under here at the moment. So I'm just going to try and get in here and tidy this up a bit, make it a bit more presentable. This is a nice little cubby hole. If you take the cushion away, it's a nice cool area. And Spirit likes going in there when it's too hot. You can obviously travel in there and sleep in there when we're travelling. I like to put the cushion in there, pillow in there, purely to make it a bit more comfortable. But he lies on here and he lies on the desk. This cushion here goes on the desk when we're travelling, so he can actually lie on there. And Spirit, Chief actually travels up in that one up there. And Spirit would travel in that one up there. If he could get up there at the moment, he can't get up there. The two hammocks are broken, so I've taken them out. That's all rubbish. So yeah, so I'm just going to work on that today. Well, over the next couple of days, and make it a bit more presentable. So I've obviously got the curtain poles here. This one has the shamaness one, so when the drop down is down, when the ramp is down, that's across. You can see the shamaness then, because that'll be, I'm trying to make it so I have this bit of area here open around the table across there, so I can, you know, do some free healing and everything like that, and just, you know, have it all open. It makes it a bit nicer. The gazebo at the moment is stuck in there, hooked onto the top bit, so hopefully that'll travel there nicely. And that obviously means we've got a gazebo, and that black table can go outside for doing the cooking on outside, because it's just too hot to cook in here. I can't really do any cooking or have the kettle on, it's way too hot. So it means that I can take my little stove out onto the table under the gazebo and cook out there when I'm parked up somewhere at an event somewhere. That makes it a bit easier on me, and also I can also lie down and even sleep outside if need be, because it's still like sort of 28 degrees at 11 o'clock at night. And when you're shutting the cats in and yourself in, when it's like 30 degrees and inside, it's very, very uncomfortable, and it's not really fair. So obviously I can't tether them out that late unless we're actually at an event. Anyway, so I'm going to get on with things and carry on tidying things up. I've already done one load of washing. I'm also going to do another one before we leave again. I'm just trying to make it a bit more, less cluttered, trying not to carry as much stuff that I normally carry, or stuff I don't need. And obviously then, once all that's sorted, I'll have access into the cupboards, the food cupboards along here again, and I can pack that a bit better. And I also try and get some of the water in the water cupboard as well, which is on the bottom too. So hopefully these are settled still. Yeah. I'll get on with some of this. Morning. So just let the cats out, they're both free. And a bit of freedom. I have mats on the floor, that's me. Make sure they have a mat to sit on. Let's see, she's gone, she's hiding it. She'll go. Wait, don't you go that way, mister, or you go on your lead. Spirit, come on. Come on, good boy. I just want to come back, I just don't want him getting run over by the cars. Come on, babies, what are you doing? You gonna play? Chi-Chi's gonna play with Spirit? Look at him. He's a cocky little what's it. I no doubt he'll go and follow her across the roads. But like I say, he's pretty good. If he's scared, he'll come back to the lorry. So we'll see what happens today. I'll put my number on him now. I'd say they're both on trackers. Albeit him only on the tag. Apple tag, what you call it. Good boy, good girl. Huh? What you doing? You gonna play, Chi-Chi? Whee! Chi-Chi, come on. What you doing? Don't you go off? Go and play with Spirit. Good girl. Boo 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 boos. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, you definitely killed that spider, didn't you? You scared it off. You scared it off. So there's the scratching post bed to help Spirit get up onto this level and this level. And there's a little step there, hopefully he might learn to jump up onto there to get up into those beds and up onto the top bunk. Chief just had a little look. What's this, Chief? What's this? What's this? Show them what you do. Oh, look at that. Yeah, is that all right? Is that all right? Yeah. Is that a bit of all right? Isn't it? Eh? Now, the problem with this wall is like go straight through to the metal and I can't fix screws onto it. I know it's not straight and everything, but it would do. No, that is a bit wonky, isn't it? But it's just a matter of trying to get the screws in best I can. They're probably sticking out through the other side, but that's really for holding it up. At least she can get up and have a scratching post so they can then walk along here and then come up to these beds. And also in this set was that as well. So there's two beds in here as well. So as you can see, Spirit's been pinching Chief's bed. So Miss Chief's been using this, which is the new one. What's this, Spirit? So there's two beds in here for when they want to sleep in here with me. And obviously they walk along top of there. And then when they're travelling, you can see it's all been tidied up here as well. They're travelling, there's obviously plenty of platforms and beds and two beds up here as well. Very similar. Just all the usual cushions on the steps and the chair and everything as well. So what do you think, Chief? That do? So I'm still tidying, still trying to sort things out. But that's looking a bit more cat roomy now, isn't it? Even if it's not straight. It's a wonky cat tree. You're a pretty girl, aren't you? Let's see if her Spirit can jump up on there now. That still might be a bit high for him, but hopefully he might jump on that one a bit easier. I'm not sure if it's any lower. I think it's a tiny bit lower. And then you can obviously then get there, on top of there, and eventually all the way across to there, across the top. Jump on the top. Come see the Spirit, come see. Right, so this is what the cat room is looking like at the moment. Wheel, same as normal, with the medicine cabinet. Orange chair in here with the cushion on, floor cushion on at the moment, which will go onto the desk when we're travelling, so they can sit on the cushion as well. Steps now have store wood shavings, a huge bale of wood shavings, and bags of it all bagged up around the loo. The loo buckets are here at the moment. I have to make space for them under the bed that I make in the room. There's another space there for travelling for Spirit. Jackery is sitting there nicely. It charges into the cab when we're going along. There's the cat tree climbing bit. The over the bed is now all tidy. Drums are in the cat box. Stock is in boxes under the blanket, so easily removable and accessible, and nice and safe. The cat memory wheel still there. I'm going to put some pictures and things in this bit here. Another new little step to help Spirit jump up onto this ledge where the two sleeping beds are in the cat room. I say all this has been rearranged and new. Well, not new, but rearranged. Some bit more space for the windows. All that's left in here to be done is to put a curtain pole up and put these curtains up. So I can have the green curtains over these two. I need another long extending curtain pole as well to put a curtain to cover all that as well. And maybe a little something over that as well, but that's probably okay as it is. But I need to, well, actually saying that, I do need something. I need some sort of little pole along there to hide all that, so when I'm going to toilet in here, I'm hidden from the cab. Just using wood shavings now in the litter tray and my compost loos. Making sure the cats aren't escaping. Somebody is. Spirit and Mischief, what you doing up there? Come on. Come on, Spirit. Come on, Mischief. Getting naughty, look, he's going a bit too far now. Spirit, come on, baby. Chief, come. Spirit, come on. This way. He's going to get himself run over. I've got to keep putting him back on the lead to stop him escaping. Spirit, come on. What are you doing with that baby out there? I just had to go chasing down the road after them. It was because they wouldn't come back. So I'll put them on the... Anyway, let's get on to this. I'm presently washing all the bedclothes at the moment. So the plans for in here, I'm thinking now corner settee bed or still bed cabinet, but it's still got to be a corner unit. And then obviously I have loo buckets stored underneath that I can obviously get out to use, and other storage and everything like that. So that'll be made into a corner there. Obviously all the rest of this is doing okay. There's a new little hammock thing there. Chest of drawers is back in here. Obviously later on it's supposed to be door and wood burner, but I think what I'm going to be doing is have a tabletop wood burner on top of the kitchen unit at some point, because obviously I could have one like here and the chimney going up through there, but all that's obviously future. There's a lot more to be done before I'd even put anything like that in Grace. I might not be keeping Grace that long, so I'm making do. I've got a diesel heater under the bed, so that's fine at the moment. Just obviously trying to organise things at the moment, tidy things up. So when the ramp's down now, I can obviously sit and look out, and that's the gazebo there with a table to go outside for shade and put things outside and cook outside. Cats climb up those steps there to go along the top of there to get onto the beds there, or jump onto the chest of drawers, which is now back again. So that's all the bed waiting to be made. I'm just moving these old pots and pans out because the handle's fallen. I put them in the bungalow and put myself a big saucepan in now, which is also easier to boil lots of water as well. And that needs washing up, still being done. This in here isn't too bad at all. I'm just still tidying up. But obviously I've been focusing on the cat room. I should think you should come back as well. Come on. See, look, Chief's gone down there and he's learning from her and following her everywhere. He cries to let me know she's gone, but then follows her. Come on, baby. So this room is definitely coming on a bit better now. Obviously I've got to paint all things, try and bring a bit more white in and orange in. Obviously at the moment having all the carpets on the walls, I'll probably insulate and clad over the carpet because it's stuck on there quite well, and around that to sort of move things. And like I say, I want to move these boards up now so the cats have got a higher climbing wall, and put a curtain pole in there. That's not straight, I've got to change that. And again with this one, put that up as a walk-in sort of thing up higher and put a curtain pole in. It's not really a shelf, it was just supposed to be, I put some stock on it originally, but it was supposed to be just a catwalk to help them get up onto those things there. There they can jump up there, and those nails are actually going all the way through the lorry, so I really want to take them down and put proper curtains up, which would be nice. So those curtains, I say, will either go on here, or those two actually do fit across, are made for that one there. So I might still get some different colour curtains for here and curtain poles. And then obviously if that's done as well, then I'm more hidden and discreet in here to use Lubux in here, because they are here at the moment. They fit there quite nicely, my two, there's only one at the moment, two Lubux do wedge in there quite nicely and get bunged in when I'm travelling. And obviously I can hide away in here to use them. Shut the door, there's a curtain to go across here so nobody can see in here at all. Obviously the cat room, so nobody should be going in here anyway. And my room, and obviously visitors can go in this section here, up through this one and out through that one or whatever. Cats are being fed here at the moment, just to encourage them to sort of come in and out, and making sure they've got water outside. And here they've got water in the cat room and travelling, but I'm not putting food down in the cat room because of the flies and everything else. I don't encourage them too much. So yeah, it's you can see the colour of the white and the orange is quite striking, and obviously it'd be white, orange, black, and the wood effect and the sort of laminate as well, cladding at some point. And obviously these doors would be painted or changed or whatever, but they're doing a turn fine at the moment. There we go, that's what I've been doing these last few days. Morning everybody. Hello, you've been good baby. So they're setting the mat, it's obviously wet outside, but they've decided to sit on where I've put the mat. So as they were mat trained, and because I've left it on a step, or above the step, that's where they're sitting. It's been raining overnight, much needed rain. Everything's packed away out there. we should be moving tonight, travelling tonight. We're now waiting for our internet modem, because obviously my internet blew up, my Netgear blew up, and the new battery hasn't helped at all. So now we're waiting for another one before we can go anywhere. So I'm not going to travel without internet, and obviously without internet I can't, you know, connect my phone when my EE's run out. So I don't want to go without any contact with people. So we're just finishing off tidying up. Just put some pellets and sawdust in the little tray and change that one. It's looking a lot tidier in here. And put the fluffy on there. The spirit's been sleeping on that. Window's been closed while it's been raining. We'll open that back up again for some fresh air to come in while I'm cooking. Just open it up. It slides open to the grill. Jacko's down to 64%. Never let it go that low. But while I've been home, I've not used any mains power at all, apart from obviously for using the shower and everything. So I want to get used to using this and just charging the things, and hopefully the engine will charge it back up. As you can see, it's all the stock's all covered and tidy. Still, new buckets are in and budgeted in. Just a spare orange bucket and toilet paper and things down there. Cupboards are full of sawdust in here. Cats have been loving playing on their new toys and been playing Chase Me Charlie all around the place. Food is staying here, so I can keep it tidy. Hey, you big babies, are you listening to me talking? You're so good, aren't you? Travelling later, good babies, and find you somewhere else. So in here, I'm presently cooking up chicken drumstick stew to keep me going for a few days. Had a Morrison's delivery last night using the bag that Hills on Tour gave me. Thank you very much, darling. Brought my bed bin out, that's matching this from the bungalow. It probably all go sliding off. I usually put things on the floor when we're travelling. If I can get that attached somewhere, that'd be helpful. Got to wash up still before I go anywhere. Obviously I'm cooking stew at the moment. Moved a few things around here to try and tidy it up. Obviously this curtain's hanging through there to stop it blowing around when I'm cooking, but that would be hanging down to hide that. Clear the walls up a bit more. Put the lantern up on the step in the way of the cats, but that's not a problem because obviously they can jump up onto their places up on the chest of drawers, which is here now. Obviously still things to be painted and walls to be painted and everything, but you know, I'm obviously not doing much about that at the moment. Just sat doing my notes and my to-do list. As you can see, it's a lot clearer on the floor here. That's obviously just food bag which can be moved out the way, the bonfire barbecue majiggy, and a bag of coal and a bag of wood pellets and some bits to sell in the bringing by, and my table and the gazebo in the corner. I've just got some clothes hanging up ready to put on. So obviously I've got access to all the cupboard doors now. I've now got, I think I've managed to get about 8 bottles of water in that cupboard in the back there, which is absolutely awesome. Got a couple of bottles there I'm using to fill up before I go anywhere. Then that's the cat food cupboard. Then this one is my tinned food cupboard, and then this one is all like potatoes and vegetables. So that's literally just full of potatoes and veg. I'm not going to open them up because the Twizzlers will just everything will fall out. And the drawers, we've got like a cutlery and lighter drawer. I've also got made use of the handle there with the lighters sit in it, which is really handy. That's my plates drawer. That's my bits and bobs and tools and toothbrushes and things. Anything goes. And then the end one is my gas canister drawer, my little ones for this, which has just gone out, so I've got to put one in there now. Just trying to keep things tidy. This window line stays up. Mischief likes to sit in that on that windowsill. That one I've had to put up because obviously I have to shut the window when it's raining and put the grill back in when it's not, so Mischief doesn't escape, and that one just stays as it is, just to keep it sort of nice and tidy. That jug I've got to move because it's got bits and bobs in. It's just trying to find space for all the bits and bobs. Obviously here at the moment I've now got the shower water thing there because I haven't found anywhere to put it, and also that water is for washing, so I keep my washing water separate to my drinking water bottles, and obviously the bins there. This now is got my all my personal washing bits, my washing bowls and things like that, and wet wipes. So I've got my in there, my wash my hands and face and everything. I've got 2 bowls there, so I like to soak my feet as well. And also I've got washing up bowl separately. The drawers are doing okay. They tend to stay stuck. I'll just shut that minute. So yeah, it's a bit easier for the cats to jump up and down here. There's another hammock there, because there's another video that they've been playing with. And I've just sort of make this space will obviously be a lot better once this is empty, when the door's down, to be able to sort of sit, talk, do a bit of free healing and things, and scanning people, and just make it a bit easier. Just nicer for people when it's down as well. The overlander, people come up and actually stand and look, rather than be standing on the ramp, which is a bit difficult. Obviously, ultimately, I'm going to have the ramp up and have a fence around it, so people can come in through this door, and I will, you know, just sort of see me, but I will have a fence around it rather than steps. I'm thinking to have a fence around it, and I can do demonstrations and things like that eventually when I've still got her and I restart the business. Obviously, in the future, I can do like my drum demonstrations, or put drums up on display for sale and everything. But you know, it's all ifs, buts and maybe. She's obviously ideal for me still for the original plans for the future, if I get her through the test and get her there. And I've got to keep remembering that she was my plan to survive the future, and if I can get through the next year, then I could still do that, and you know, work towards earning more money and getting another smaller vehicle and things like that, and not give up. Hello, darling. And it's the cat's home, and they love it, don't you, darling? Does Mischief love it here? Yeah. And you've been playing with Spirit, haven't you? Got a towel on the floor because I bought some crushed ice, and of course it had to leak, didn't it? So I've got a puddle of water on the floor through the ice bag for the cool bag. But yeah, she's settling in with me, Spirit more, and looking to play with him more and encouraging him to play more, which is really, really good. But yeah, I'll just thought I'd let you see what I've been preparing for before the next trip. Obviously, I'm heading down to Lincoln for the chill out, van life chill out, and I'll have to stay down there probably a week or so if I can, before I can afford to come back home again. So otherwise I'll just be stuck here. I don't want to be stuck outside the bungalow, so I'll try and get my next couple of weeks I still love this month available down Lincoln way. So I'll be looking for park ups and laybys and everything. So if anybody knows anywhere, let me know. Right, we'll see you down there at the chill out.